Let me tell you a story. A story of two people living very normal lives. They both worked hard, day in, day out. They had regular hobbies, which they pursued to the fullest. Yet something was missing. We all have dreams. Daring to dream is the very thing that makes us human. Yet for many of us, our wildest dreams exist in a place far removed from our reality. Finding the courage to step out onto the ledge where adventure begins. This is where we're truly alive. This is the story of Kadoha.
That is a sailing adventure intro fit for how we see things unfolding for us imminently. In 90 days' time, we are cutting the ropes and we are heading down to the Mediterranean. In fact, there's not going to be any cutting involved. We're just going to untie the ropes and fold them up nicely and put them away. But 90 days we're leaving. And now the thing that's really exciting and terrifying in equal measure about this next leg of the adventure is that Carly and I are going to be doing it entirely on our own. For those of you that might be new here, or if you've been following along for a while, you'll already know this. But just to recap, Carly and I bought Kadoha up in Peterhead in Scotland. And although we sailed the boat up to Inverness through the absolutely breathtaking Caledonian Canal, took in arguably the most stunning sights I think I've ever seen in my life sailing through Scotland, sailed down the country along the south coast to effectively where we are now, the south coast of England. But we had a huge amount of help with that journey. We were constantly under the tutelage and the watchful eye of our sailing guru, the great and powerful Capitano Edmundo. So, sir, thank you very much again for getting us and the boat safely this far. However, the next leg, as I said, entirely on our own. And that's a big deal for so many reasons. 18 months ago, Carly and I didn't even have a clue how to sail a boat, what ropes we pull or lines or halyard, whatever they are. We just didn't have a clue. And it's still a big deal because one of us is a day skipper and the other one, a competent crew is probably a fair assessment. Just popping across the channel is a big deal. It's going to take a lot of planning. It's going to test us, test our skills technically, but it's also going to test our nerve. It's like when you pass your driving test, you've had a driving instructor with you the whole time, and then you've passed and you do that first drive on your own, you're like, it's like that times a million. So it is going to be nerve-wracking. And again, to put this into some sort of context, the only sailing that Carly and I have ever done entirely on our own was from Southampton to the Isle of Wight. That's it. So this really is going to be a big ask. We're excited and we're nervous, as I say, in fairly equal measure. But we're just two regular people that wanted an adventure, and this is where we are. But we have almost as many problems as we need to solve as there are days left to solve them. We have a massive, huge list of things to do. In fact, let me show you.
So rather than spending huge amounts of time creating epic cinematic footage of us just doing boat work and dog walks, we decided to do something a little bit different. And instead, we are going to give you a window into our daily lives of working on the boat as we get ready for the biggest adventure of our lives.
So tomorrow is going to be the first of our daily-ish vlogs, just a video diary. It's going to be short, it's going to be to the point, there's going to be a lot less over-the-top editing, just really so we have the time to show you step by step all of the problems that we're going to face, that we need to solve. Can we solve them? Do we solve them? Again, just to give you an idea of the kind of things that they are. Figuring out the electrics on the boat. I don't know anything about electrics, and this is organised chaos. To filling holes on the boat, some of which are actually below the waterline, so have to get that right. To sanding down, anti-fouling the entire 38 feet of our boat, to figuring out why our bilge is constantly full of water, to, well, just there's tons of jobs, and we will bring them to you every day in a short, sharp, to the point daily vlog. It's not going to be super edited, so apologies in advance. It's just going to be a quick video diary. Every day we're going to take on a problem. I hope every day we manage to get a problem solved, otherwise this will be a really rubbish video series. I appreciate there's people out there making videos of them solo sailing across great oceans on their own, and I tip my hat to those people, legends. Carly and I are just two regular folk. We don't have a pedigree in sailing, we have very limited skills and qualifications, and we're daring to do it. And so for us, getting these jobs done is a big task. Getting back in the water, crossing a channel, getting down to the Mediterranean, for us is like climbing Everest. So hopefully you enjoy coming along on the journey with us. I'm rambling. So on that bombshell, we will see you, I guess, tomorrow. See you later.